I just want to show some love and welcome all the brothers and sisters that have made this group what it is. Thank you for your support and welcome to the Caribbean Men Association. My name is Roger. I'm 38. I'm a Trinidadian living in Toronto, Canada. I've been here since I was 10. I came here in 96 with my mother, my father, and my younger sister. You know, living in Canada gives you different perspectives. There's so many different cultures here that having lived alongside and with so many different cultures, more specifically, my wife, actually, was a white Canadian, completely different culture than Caribbean culture. But I found that living amongst other cultures, I was able to see and recognize many things within me that I came to learn and see are culturally ingrained that are actually pretty negative towards my development and how I was raising my son and so forth. And so I started this group back in 2019 when I started to realize many things about our culture and a lot of negative aspects, you know, that lead to difficulties later in life as Caribbean men, wherever we live, home or abroad. So I started this group, the Caribbean Men Association, to create a space where we can come together as Caribbean men, Caribbean people in general, um, more specifically the men, um, because we don't have a space where we can gather and share positively. Outside of the rum shop or the bar, Caribbean men don't gather and speak much, progressive things. And so this space was created for that, where we can share experiences, learn from each other as men, as fathers, as brothers, as sons, as uncles, as grandfathers, and so forth. You know, the goal here is to address the negative stereotypes and the negative cycles that keep us down as Caribbean men in the long run, and to tackle those stereotypes head on and redefine what it means to be a Caribbean man and set new standards of what it means to be a Caribbean man. So, like I said, I started this in 2019. I'm sorry it's taken me this long to start producing stuff like this, but I feel the time is now. I've been going through a lot of stuff since then, which I'm happy to share with you. So, I'm going to try as often as I can just to sit here in my backyard and talk to you guys and you ladies and everybody else on here and share my life in hopes that you share your life, in hopes that together we can affect somebody else in this group positively who might need it, with the end goal being to set new standards of what it means to be a Caribbean man. With all due respect, I've met too many Trinidadian truck drivers and Trinidadian mechanics. Like I want to see different for us, And every other culture is doing so well, but I don't see that type of progression from our Caribbean people and our Caribbean men. We can do better and we will do better, and I want us to do better. My mission is to make us all do better for the sake of my son, so he has a whole new definition of a Caribbean man to grow into and become. You know what I mean? I don't want him to be some truck driver going home drinking beer every night till the sun goes down and just goes to sleep. You know what I mean? With all the respect to everybody doing that, everybody enjoys their life differently. But I'm just saying that I want more and better for our Caribbean men in many different ways: financially, emotionally, relationship wise, health and wellness, everything. That's what this page is for. That's what this group is for. And so, long story short, I just want to thank everybody for being a part of it so far and making it what it is. And yeah, I feel I'm going to do this type of setup. Like, I like podcasts, but I don't believe people need to see you sit and talk. Like, a podcast is supposed to be like you listen to it like the radio. So I think we're going to keep it like this. You don't have to see me. You could just hear me and do whatever you want to do in the background. It's more about listening, anyways. something we can all get better at. So this is how the content is going to be delivered. Just something you can listen to in the background and learn from, and feel like you can share with and contribute to. So with all your support, I promise I'm gonna develop more content, touch on more topics that affect all of us as Caribbean men, so that our sons and our children have a more positive role model of a Caribbean man to grow into. Really, that's my motivation for this. I saw a lot of negative things I didn't like about my childhood from my father. Who, in all honesty, learned it from his father. So I saw that I was starting to become like that, and I didn't want that for my son. So that was my motivation to jump on with this thing. So we're gonna keep it rolling. We can call it Caribbean Men Association, CMA Radio. That's what we call it, CMA Radio, Caribbean Men Association. For all the brothers and the sisters out there who wants to be part of this from the Caribbean, identify as Caribbean, just all about supporting and developing the Caribbean culture in more positive ways. All right, so I'm gonna end this first one there. Something I'm getting used to myself. I feel more comfortable like this than having to worry about what I look like on camera. So this might work out. So here goes everybody. Again, I want to thank you all for being here from the beginning, and we're gonna drop more like this. Thank you.